All right, guys. It is 11:57. Racing will begin in 3 minutes. That is 12 o'clock. 21.5 Independent Two-Wheel Drive Buggy out to the track. Out to the track in about 3 minutes. Marshall's going to be in race number 3. It is just about 12 o'clock. Need my racers to start walking to the stand. Looking for William Beekert, Barry Sobel, Dusty Tomes, Mike Odo, Sean Bowers, Tony Ford, Sean Elvey, Jeffrey Miller, and Andrew.
Sean Helvey.
I'm looking for my marshals from race number 3. Racers from 13.5 out to the track. Drivers, you can go ahead and start taking laps.
Barry Sobel. Tony Ford. Jeffrey Miller. Andrew Fath Bruckner.
I'm looking for Mike Odo and William.
Mike Otto.
Okay, William, are you on the stand? You coming up? I am still looking for lots of marshals. Lots of car flippers to get out here. All right, my marshals are Zach, Brian, Nathan, Avon, Jared, Andrew, John, William, and Duke. I need about 2 more guys. One more guy. Back left, Tekin corner. Back left of the track. Just one more guy. Thank you very much. Still no check from William. Is he going to make it? All right, we're rolling without him. So everyone, go ahead and get the cars moving. Get them spread out. We're going to get this one going in about 5 seconds. There is the tone. Barry Sobel will be the first to cross the line. We got Dusty, Sean, Tony, and Jeffrey. Sean and Mike looking for Andrew. All right, all of my cars have crossed and are checking. All right, 45 seconds into this one. Everybody getting their first laps down. Barry Sobel out front on a 13.505. Last time by, Sean Helvey going to be taking the point. Barry with a slower lap. 24.9 from him. He's going to be dropping down to the 3 spot. Sean and Jeffrey, 1 and 2. Sean on a 13.509. Hot lap, 23.8. He is out front. Barry making a push. He is now up into that 2 spot, 1/10 of a second behind our leader. So Jeffrey Miller now to the point. Barry in the 2, Mike 3, Dusty 4, and Sean in the 5. We are 1:30 down, 3:30 left to go in this 5-minute race. Last time by, Barry Sobel in the red and white yellow wheels going to be taking the point. He's got 0.03 of a second over Mike Odo. Oh, Mike with a big mistake. He's going to be falling back to the 3 spot. Dusty up into the 4.
3 minutes left.
So, Barry with another little mistake. 25 flat out of him. Jeffrey back to the point. We have 0.7 of a second between those 2 cars. Jeffrey going to throw down his hot lap. He is the purple and blue white wheels going over the triple now. He's on a 13.510. He has 1.5 seconds over Barry. Barry crossing the line there. Going over the center doubles. We are halfway through this race. 2:40 down, 2:20 left to go. Oh, your number 2 car going to get it wrong. That was Barry. He's going to find his wheels. Probably going to cost about a second. Down the front stretch, Barry goes. He was in the 2 spot. He will be staying there. Mike up in the 3 spot. Dusty
left.
in the 4. Sean in the 5. So our closest race on the track is going to be for the 1 spot. Jeffrey out front. Half a second behind him going to be Barry Sobel. Coming down the front stretch now. That's our number 2 car, Barry. And down the front stretch now over the little single. That is Jeffrey, our leader. 13-5-17 from him. 1 second between those two cars now. The gap is spreading. 1:20 left on the clock. So Dusty Tomes now up into the 3 spot. Mike falling down to the 4. There are 2 seconds between those two guys. Now 2/10. Mike Odo making a push up back into that 3 spot. Dusty on a good run here.
1 minute left.
So Dusty, he's in the number 3 spot with 1 minute left to go. Dusty's running a 12-5-15. He's got 1.5 back. Going to be Mike Odo in that 4 spot. The gap between the 1 and 2 car are spreading out. Barry with another mistake. 30-second lap out of him. Now an 8-second gap with 30 seconds left on the clock. Your leader coming up to the backside of the number 2 car. This is prime position for him. 15 seconds left on the clock. Pink and blue, white wheels. Going through the center sweepers now in the 180s. Center triple single. They are running about the same pace. It's all up to mistakes with these guys. They're going to get one more lap. Keep going, guys. Keep on going. Jeffrey and Barry working their last lap. Oh, Barry with a rough one. He's got 17 seconds back. Going to be Dusty Tomes, so he is settled into that 2 spot.
Sean Helvey done.
Tony Ford, the only car done. Sean Helvey now.
Dusty Tomes done.
There's Dusty.
Jeffrey Miller done.
There's Jeffrey done. We're going to see Barry and Sean
Barry
are
Sobel
done.
Sean
we
Bowers
are looking
done.
for Mike Odo and Andrew. There's Andrew crossing
Mike
the
Odo
line.
done.
Andrew coming down the front stretch. He is our last car to cross.
Andrew
That is a race.
Done.
Jeffrey
All
Miller going to
drivers are
take
finished.
that one.
The race
13
is
and a
completed.
5-14. He had about 10 seconds over Barry. Very good run from Jeff. All right, race
1 minute to the start of the race.
17.5 Indy Buggy. Let's get our marshals back out to the track. You can look at the cars after. Let's get them back out there. Looking for my racers.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
This is a mix of the Indy and expert drivers. We have Dunbar, Paul, Brian, Chase, Nathan, Jason, Avon, Troy, James, and Jared.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
There are 2
Paul Hamilton.
expert buggies. It is
James
Brian
Knight.
and Paul
Jason
in the expert
Kessinger.
class. Everyone else is in the Indy. Oh, track is open. Track is open.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Troy Jackson. Less than 5. Chase Rogers.
What are you talking about?
Jared Miranda.
Oh.
Ryan Dunbar. Avon Dorch. Nathan Brock. Ryan Dorch. James Knight. Jason Kessinger. Brian Dunbar.
All right, everyone getting their practice laps
Avon
in.
Dortch. Jared
Go ahead,
Miranda.
keep on taking
Paul
laps.
Hamilton. Nathan Brock. Troy Jackson. Brian Dortch. James Knight.
All right, get it going, get it going. Can you cross the line for me, Chase?
Chase
All
Rogers.
right, race will go live in less than 5. Troy Jackson first across. Paul, Brian, James, Jason, and Avon. Brian, Jared. Here comes Chase, and there's Nathan. All right, every single one of my cars are checked and going. All right, 45 seconds into this one. For the Indy class, we have Brian Dortch out front, James Knight in the 2, Avon Dortch in the 3. Jared in the 4. Moving up into that 2 spot on the last lap.
4
Had a
minutes
quick
left.
one. So now that is Brian Dortch in the 1, Jared Miranda in the 2, and Avon in the 3. So very close racing up top. We have about 3 seconds between those 3 cars. For the expert class, we have Brian Dunbar out front. He's running a 14.505. He's got 19 seconds over Paul. So 130 down, 330 left to go. Brian Dortch out front. He's on a 14.511. He's about 6 seconds behind Dunbar in the expert class, so that's very good lap times from him. His fast lap going to be a 21.9. Just ran it last time by. Jared in that 2 spot, 22.7 from him. He's about 4 seconds behind Dortch now. Troy Jackson moving up into the 3. Chase in the 4. James in the 5.
3 minutes left.
So your leader, Brian Dortch. Your leader, Brian Dortch, working the left side of the track. He is in the teal green, white wheels. Crossing the line there. We're on a 14.510. He's now about half a second off of Dunbar. Brian with a slow lap, 24.4 out of Dunbar. Brian Dortch, half a second off of the expert leader. Now, Brian Dortch to the top of the entire class. Oh, Jared with a big mistake. Here comes Chase and Troy moving up a spot. So 3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. We have Brian Dortch out front. Jared in the 2.
Left.
We'll see this time. Big mistake from him. Jared's going to fall back to the 4 spot. Troy, Chase moving up. Jason Kessinger now in the 4. Jared down to the 5. 1:45 left on the clock. Your leader, Brian, 14.511. He is holding out strong. He has 15 seconds over Chase Rogers in that 2 spot. Troy going to be in the 3. Jason in the 4. And Jared rounding out your 5. Your closest race on the track going to be for that 2 spot in the Indy class. That's between Chase and Troy. So Chase holding down the 2 spot. Troy in that 3. 1 second apart now. I see Chase coming down the front. Crossing the line there. He's got Jared right in front of him. Jared with a little mistake.
1 minute left.
1 minute left on the clock. Oh, watch the triple single. Watch the triple single. Got a couple cars crash there. Broken car. Brian Dortch out front, 14-5-19. He's got 10 seconds over Chase. Had a big mistake a couple laps ago, 27-second lap out of him. So Brian Dortch out front, Chase in the 2 spot, and Troy pretty settled into that 3. Closest race on the track, going to be for that 2 spot. Chase and Troy battling it out. Oh, Chase with a terrible lap, 28.9, falling back to the 4. James Knight up into the 5. So Chase 1/10 of a second off of Jason. No more time on the clock. Your leader, Brian Dortch, going to come by for 2 more laps. He's got 1 more lap to go. Chase,
Avon
keep
Dortch
on
done.
going.
Troy
Dunbar,
Jackson
you are
done.
done.
Ryan Dunbar done.
Troy Avon, you are done.
Jason Kessinger done.
Jason Kissinger is done. Paul Hamilton will be done.
Paul Hamilton done.
Here comes James Knight. He will be
James
done.
Knight done. Brian Dortch done.
And looking for Chase.
Chase Rogers done.
That is a race.
All drivers are finished.
On the last
The
lap,
race is completed.
Troy Jackson going to move up into that 2 spot. Brian Dortch going to be your top qualifier. Troy in the 2 and Jason Kessinger in the 3. For your expert class, Brian Dunbar going to hold down the 1. Paul Hamilton in the 2.
Duke Marksberry. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for Zach, Nathan, Avon, Jared, Andrew, John, and William. Marshall's back out to the track. If you're in that last one, make your way to a bucket.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I have an open spot in the infield and on the backstretch.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Andrew Sarator.
Oh. Can you cross the line for me?
Less than 5.
I got you. Good catch.
Zach Donovan.
All right, we should be good on Marshalls. We should be good. All right, track is open. Go ahead and start taking laps.
Jared Miranda. Avon Dortch. John Ford. Nathan Brock.
Call it 45, so you'll have 25 minutes. I'm looking for a William Beekert. He's not racing. All right. The race will go live in less than 5. Zach, first one to cross. Gonna have Avon Dortch. Nathan. John. Duke. Jared. Andrew. All right, every one of them getting a lap down. All right, for the stock class, we are 45 seconds in this one. 4:15 left to go. We have Jared Miranda out front. 14-5-20 from him. Andrew in the 2, Avon 3, John in the 4, and Nathan in that 5 spot. Every single one of my racers within 0.5 of a second.
Left.
So all the way down to the 5 spot, about a 2-second gap. One little mistake could drop you all the way down to the 5. Your leader working the left side of the track, all white wheels, TLR car. Crossing the line there. That is Jared Miranda, 13-5 flat. And the 2, going to be Andrew. He's in the all orange, yellow wheels. He's in the 2 spot, 13-5-01. Only 0.3 of a second behind him. That's about half a second. Two minutes down, 3 left to go. Andrew, hot lap for him, 22.5. Hot lap of the race. He is now to the point. Jared falling back to the 2, about 0.005 of a second off. John Ford up into the 3. Avon falling to the 4. .230 down, 2:30 left to go. Andrew on point. He's got half a second back to Jared. So Andrew in the all orange yellow wheels working the left side of the track. The next car in front of him is the number 2 car. That's Jared. John Ford up into that 3 spot. He's about 3 seconds off of Andrew. He's in the other white, all TLR. Working the left side now. Going down the front stretch. Crossing the line there is your number 3 car.
2 minutes left.
Making a little mistake. Going to find his wheels. So this is going to get a little tricky. We got 2 white cars. Same body, same design. .145 left on the clock. That's 3:15 down. 1:45 left to go. Jared on that last lap. New hot lap of the race for him. 22.3. Going to be bumping up to the point. Andrew falling down to the 2 spot. He's about 2.5 seconds off. Had a couple slow ones. 23.6, 23.4. Needs to pick up the pace and limit the mistakes. 1:15 left on the clock. Jared starting to get comfortable with the car. 22.4, 22.3, back to back. He's starting to pull quite the gap. He's at a 14.5.19.
1 minute left.
Andrew, 2.8 behind him. Your leader crossing the line there. Right behind him, going to be the number 3 and 4 car. So John in the 3, Avon in the 4. Those 2 cars separated by 7 seconds. .30 seconds left on the clock. 4:30 down, 30 left on the clock. Jared out front. He now has almost 7 seconds over Andrew. Absolutely pulling a gap now. Andrew with another small mistake, 25.8. These guys are going to get about 3 more laps. 3 more laps out of these guys. .5 seconds left on the clock. Your leader working the center doubles. Going through the 180s now.
Done.
All white wheels, TLR car. Doing the triple single center double. And working the left side. This will not be his final lap. Keep on going, Jared. Keep on going.
John Ford done.
Only people done are Zach Donathan, Nathan, and John Ford. There's Andrew.
Andrew Sarator done.
I'm still looking for Andrew, John, and Nathan. Or no, I'm sorry, Jared, Duke, and Avon.
Duke Marks Ferry
There's
done.
Duke. Looking for Avid and Jared.
Avon Dorch done.
Oh, Jared gonna have a broken car. He's still got the TQ. He was a lap ahead. All right, that is the end of the race.
The race is completed.
It is 12:30. It is 12:30. Racing will resume at 12:45. 15-minute break. Race number 1 back to the track in 15 minutes. It is 12:44. You got 1 minute to make it out to the track. 21.5 Independent. It is just about 12:45. Looking for Jeff, Barry, Dusty, Sean, Mike, Sean, Tony, and Andrew.
Barry Sobel.
I need my marshals from the 13.5 class. I'm
Mike
looking
Otto.
for Zach, Brian, Nathan, Avon, Jared, Andrew, John, and Duke.
Tony Ford. Jeffrey Miller.
All right. Still looking for Dusty, Sean, Andrew, and now we have William.
Sean Helvey. Dusty Tomes. Sean Bowers.
Looking for Andrew. I need Andrew out to the track. All right, we're covered on marshals. All right, go ahead and shut the track down. Shut the track down. Save your batteries. We're waiting on one racer. He's requesting a minute.
Andrew Fath Bruckner.
All right, let's get him rolling. Let's get him rolling. Spread them out. All right, race will go live in less than 5. Dusty, William, Jeff, Barry, Andrew, Sean, Mike, other Sean, and Tony Ford. All my cars are checked in, rolling. Dusty Tomes first across the line, going to be going down to the 3 spot on the first lap. Now, everybody throwing down their first couple. We got Jeffrey Miller out front, 13.511. Fast lap, 23.9. Here he comes down the front stretch. Going to throw down his second lap, 23.5. Has the fast lap of the race. Half a second
left.
back, going to be Barry Sobel. Mike Odo in the 3. Sean 4. Sean Bowers in the 5. William Beekert 6. Dusty 7. Andrew 8. Tony Ford 9. 1:15 down, 3:45 left to go. Oh, Jeff with a big mistake. Had a crash. 24.2. Now Sean Helvey to the point. Jeff falling all the way down to the 5 spot. Barry in the 2. Sean in the 1. Sean with a mistake. He's going to be falling back as well. 30-second lap out of Sean. He's going to fall back to the 5 spot. Jeff back up into the 2. So everyone making big mistakes. Barry, only one to keep it clean. Going to be out front. He's working the 180s right now. Doing the double single.
3 minutes left.
Working the left side now. All orange and fade to white. Yellow wheels. Down the front stretch, crossing the line. That is your leader. 24.2 out of him. On a pace of a 13.520. He is not fast enough to reset the TQ set by Jeffrey Miller. Jeffrey in a 13.514. He's about 4 seconds off. So 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Jeff back up into that 2 spot. He's 1 second off of Barry, running faster laps every single time by. Barry with a big mistake, going to roll it over on the back. He's going to be falling down to the 2 spot. Mike now creeping up. He's in the 3.
Two minutes left.
Jeffrey Miller out front. Barry in the 2. Mike Odo in the 3. Sean Helvey 4. Dusty in the 5. 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes left to go. Oh no, Mike Odo. He was in the 3 spot, going to be falling down to the 4. Sean Helvey up back into the 3. So no one going to be resetting this top qualifier this round. 13.521 out of Jeff. He's out front. 1.1 seconds behind him. Going to be Barry Sobel in that 2 spot. Mike Odo with his mistake. Oh no, Jeff with a mistake. 25.2 out of him. Barry now to the point. 1/10 of a second between them. That is the
1 minute
difference.
left.
Your leader, all orange, flipping it over, getting it rough. Jeffrey Miller going to be back to the point, getting it stuck up again in a lap traffic. 45 seconds left to go. 4 seconds apart now. Jeff way out front. Sean Helvey up into that 3 spot. Dusty moving up to the 4. So your number 1 car, that is the all pink and blue. Doing the center sweeper through the 180s. Over the dumble single he goes. Right behind him, going to be Sean Helvey. He's in the 3 spot. About 6 seconds behind the number 2 car. That's Barry Sobel. There's the bell. Your leader going by for 1 more lap. No one is finished. Keep on going. Keep on going. First one that's going to be done is going to be Dusty Toms. He is now done. Watch the left side of the track. Watch the left side. Lots of mistakes over there.
Dusty Tomes done.
So Dusty
Jeffrey
is now
Miller
done.
Sean
Jeff,
Bowers done.
Sean,
Andrew
Andrew, William
done. William Beaker
Barry
done.
is done.
Sean Helby done.
Mike Odo's done.
Barry
Looking for
Sobel done.
Tony Ford.
Mike Otto done.
He's working the left side of the track. Mistake there. Watch the left side. Watch the left side. You all are finished. Give him room. Give him room. That is a race.
Tony Ford done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed. One minute to the start of the race.
Marshals,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Bucket. Find a bucket. Let's get this one moving.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. We have Brian, Paul, Brian Dorich, Troy, Jason, Chase, James, Avon, Jared, and Nathan.
Jason Kessinger. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
You are free to get your cars checked in. You are free to get your cars checked in.
James Knight. Less than 5. Nathan Brock.
Go ahead and start taking laps.
Paul Hamilton. Brian Dorch. Chase Rogers. Avon Dorch. Jared Miranda. Troy Jackson. Brian Dunbar.
All right, let's go ahead and get them spread out. Get them spread out. The race will go live in less than 5. Down the front stretch, we have Jared, James, Brian, Chase, Paul, Brian Dorch. Oh, first lap going down. Jared in that all white going to be making a mistake. Still looking for a Troy Jackson. There he is. All right, everyone throwing down their first laps. We have Avon Dorch out front in the Indy class. Chase in the 2, Dorch in the 3, Nathan in the 4, and Jason in the 5. So 1 minute down, 4 left to go. Avon out front on a 13.506. Now Troy Jackson throwing down his
4
first
minutes
lap.
left.
13.507. Now he's out front. Your leader, Troy Jackson. Oh, mistake on the backstretch from your leader. He's going to be falling back. Brian Dortch out front, 14.5.22. He's looking to reset his own top qualifier of a 14.5.19. Right now, he's about 2 seconds off. He's got to pick up about 2 seconds if he wants to improve. Troy Jackson going to be in that 2 spot. James in the 3. Chase 4, Avon 5. Troy Jackson, terrible lap, 32 seconds, falling all the way down to the 7 spot. Your leader, Brian Dortch. Looks like he's working the front stretch now. That all teal coming up on Chase. Thank you for giving him some room. All teal, white wheels. Center section 180s over the double single. Gets it clear around the car, bumps the pipe, not too big of a deal. He's on a 14.5.22, fast lap 22.0. This time by 22.3. Dropping the pace a little bit, 14.5.20 out of him. So 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. James Knight up into that 2 spot, 13.5.06. About 4 seconds behind him. Chase in the 3, Avon in the 4, Jason in the 5. Ryan Dortch
2
getting
minutes
that
left.
hot lap down a little bit more, 22.0. James now 5 seconds is the difference. A gap is being built. Chase in that 3 spot. Now Brian with an even faster lap, 21.9. He is leading out his class. James Knight now, 6 seconds is the difference. Chase Rogers in that 3 spot, 2 seconds behind. Avon Dortch looking to throw down his best run. About half a second off of Chase in that 4 spot. So there's Avon Dortch. That is our closest race on the track. Avon is in the 4 spot, looking to get up into the 3. About half a second off of Chase Rogers. The 2, 3, and 4 car about 2 seconds apart.
1 minute left.
So a couple fast laps will put you up into that number 2 spot. 1 minute remaining, about 45 seconds now. Brian Dortch, 21.7. On a 14.5.21. Not looking to reset his top qualifier, but he is holding it down. 7 seconds behind him, James Knight. Chase Rogers, 1 second behind James now. He's in the 3. Chasing the all-yellow white wheels Associated car. Working the center sweeper. He's got Paul in front of him and Brian Dunbar behind him. Avon Dortch, new hot lap out of him. About 2/10 off of Chase. We'll see what it is this time. 1.5 off, slow lap out of Chase Rogers. He is now down in the 4 spot. Avon up into the 3 on that last one. Avon's about half a second off of James Knight on his last lap. We'll see what it is. He's going to have to
James
push
Knight
it.
done.
Brian
Avon Dortch
Jason.
done.
Brian
Dunbar
Dunbar's done.
Brian
Dortch
done.
is done. Paul
Chase
Hamilton's
Rogers done.
Chase is
Paul
done.
Hamilton done.
Looking for Jason and Troy. There's Troy.
Troy Jackson done.
And Jason Kessinger. He's going down the left side now. And cross the line there. He will be done.
Jason Kessinger done.
Brian Dortch going to
All
take
drivers
that
are
one.
finished.
James
race is
Knight in the
completed.
2 and Avon Dortch in the 3.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Avon Dorch. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Out to the track.
William
Marshall's back out to the track. Looks like we're missing some guys. Your car should go
15
in the
seconds
landing
to the start
and
of the race.
back out to the track you should go. I only see 3 cars in the drop-off. Where's everyone else's?
Less than 5.
All right, track is open. Track is open.
Duke Marksberry. Nathan Brock. Andrew Sarator. John Ford. Zach Donovan.
All right, I need James Knight back out to the track. Oh, I see him. Never mind. All right, we're good on marshals. And we have all of our racers. Everyone looks pretty spread out. Let's get this one ready to go. Race will go live in less than 5. Andrew going to be the first one live. Nathan, Avon. Oh, Andrew tagging the pole. Lucky it didn't break. All right, everyone is checked. Watch the right side jump up. Watch the right side. 30 seconds down, 4:30 left to go. Everyone throwing down their first laps. We got Zach Donathan in the mod wheeler class. 21.8 out of him. So everyone chasing down Jared Miranda's top qualifier of a 13.5 flat. Right now, John Ford on a 14.5.22. That is fast enough to beat it.
4 minutes left.
Avon also on pace. William just off of it. So your closest race on the track right now between the 1 and 2 car, that's John and Avon. 1.2 seconds apart. $130 down, 3:30 left to go. We have John Ford out front, working the right side now, down the back. Through the center doubles, sweeper 180s. That's the all-white, white wheels TLR car. Triple single for him. And down the left side he goes. That is our leader on a 13.5 flat. That is fast enough to reset the TQ. Fast lap going to be a 23 flat out of him. Now Avon Dorch, bombshell, 23.1 out of him. Fast lap 22.4. He is now to
3
the
minutes
point.
Left.
Follow it with a 21.9. So Avon Dorch looking to reset that TQ. He's working the center triple single. Now the double single. And up the left side. Nearly gets it stuck on the backside of John. Got by. Cross the line there is your leader. 14.5.20 from Avon. He's about 5 seconds faster than the top qualifying pace. Looking to reset it is Avon. He's the only guy on that pace. John falling off. He's on 12 laps now. Duke's on 12 laps. Williams on 12 laps. All eyes are on Avon. He is the fastest car out here. He has 15 seconds over John Ford. Now 20 seconds. Oh, Avon Dortch.
2 minutes
All
left.
white. Pink, green, blue, color bomb, splatter paint. White wheels, X-ray, going down the backstretch. Water pole double. Center sweeper in the 180s. That is your leader. 14.5.18. He is dropping the pace. John Ford running his fast lap. 22.9 that time by. $1:15 left on the clock. Avon has to survive about 5 more laps. 22.4 for your leader. Duke Marksberry up into that 2 spot. 13.5.20 for him.
1 minute left.
Duke just ran his fast lap of a 23.1. Follow it with a 23.3. John Ford right on his backside. He is in that number 3 spot. Just ran his hot lap. 45 seconds left on the clock. Avon Dortch working the center 180s. Now the double single. 30 seconds left in this one. The all-white splatter paint, white wheels, working the front stretch now. Looking to reset the top qualifiers set by Jared. He's got it by about 15 seconds. So Avon on a 14.5.17. He's looking to beat a 13.4.55. There is the clock. He has to go around for one more lap. When he finishes this lap,
done.
he will be done. So Andrew, the only car done. Duke, keep on going.
William Beaker
keep
done.
on going.
John Ford done.
Keep on going.
Avon Dortch done.
There's Avon. We are looking for Duke Marksberry and Zach Donathan. Track is still live. Track is still live. And that's a race, guys.
Duke
Avon
Marksberry
Dortch
done.
going to reset the
All drivers are
TQ.
finished.
14.5.17. Duke in that 2 spot and John in the 3. It is 1:15. Racing will resume at 1:30. That is 15-minute break. I repeat, that is a 15-minute break. Everyone, bring the blowers off the track. Bring the blowers to the wall. So like I said, it is 1:15. Racing will come back at 1:30. That is 15 minutes. Have your cars charged and ready.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
It is 1:30. We are rolling up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Race number 1 to the track.
Andrew Fath Bruckner. Barry Sobel.
It is 1:34. Racers to the track. I need my marshals from
William
race number
Biekert.
3 back out here.
Sean Helvey. Sean Bowers. Mike Otto.
Marshals from race number 3 back out to the track.
Dusty Tomes.
Looking for a check from Jeffrey and Tony Ford.
Tony Ford.
Yeah, we need our marshals. Where are they at? I have 4 guys out here. 5. I need 2 more. 1 in the center and 1 in the corner. I need 1 more. Let's go ahead and get some laps. Go ahead and start taking laps.
Jeffrey Miller.
Yeah. All right. Can we get Brian Dunbar out to the track? Come out here and help us. We need 1 volunteer. 1 volunteer to come out here. Hey, Andrew. Can you go over to that corner for me? Andrew. Andy. Can you move over to that corner for me? All right, let's get them ready to go. All right, the race will go live in less than 5. Oh, wait. Hey, let's restart that one. Let's restart it. Everyone pull up to the front. Forgot they asked me to do this. Everyone pull up to the front stretch. All right, I'm going to call them off in order. Jeffrey, it's going to be out front. Barry 2, Sean 3, Mike 4, Dusty 5, William 6, Tony 7, Sean Bowers 8, Andrew in the 9. So, less than 5, Jeffrey Miller. Barry, Sean, Mike, Dusty, William, Tony, Sean Bowers, and Andrew. First lap's going down. Jeffrey on his second lap out front, looking to reset his top qualifier. In round number 1, he ran a 13.514. Right now, he's on a 13.508. So Barry in that 2 spot, 1/1000th of a second off of him. Oh, Jeffrey with a mistake, gonna roll it over at the line. Had a 24-second lap there. About to have an even slower one now. Barry with a terrible lap. 31 seconds. Going to fall all the way down to the 7th spot. So Jeffrey in the 1. Sean in the 2. William 3. Sean Bowers 5. Mike in the 6. $145 down. $315 left to go. Jeffrey, the only one on TQ pace. Oh, he fell off of it that last time. Had a 27-second lap. Going to fall off that pace. He's now on a 13.520.
3 minutes left.
Sean Helvey in the 2. 12 and a 5.02. He's about 3 seconds off of that pace. Sean Bowers was in the 3 spot. Now he's going to fall back. Had a mistake. He's going to be in the 5 now. Barry Sobel working his way back up into the 3 spot now. .230 down, 230 left to go. Jeffrey now working back up to that top qualifying pace. He's on a 5.17. He's going to fall off. Had a slow lap there. Sean Helvey now to the point, 13.524. This could be the round for a reset in the TQ. If Sean Helvey can throw together some quick laps, he could be tonight's TQ. So 3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Jeffrey Miller now back out to the point. 1/10 of a second between them. Sean with another mistake. He's going to be falling off. He's now back in the 3 spot, 12 and a 5.06. These guys need to make up about 5 seconds if they want to be on that TQ pace. Leader, big mistake. Going to catch the number 2 car as well. I should have called it out. 3:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Your 2 leaders, you have Jeffrey and Barry back to back. Jeffrey with a mistake. Barry now out front. On the track and on the clock, Barry is now out front. 1 minute left to go. Barry Sobel, orange and white, yellow wheels. He's working the water polo jump there. Now the center sweeper. Give him plenty of room, Sean.
1 minute
left. Thank you very much. Barry Sobel now to the point. 12 and a 5.01. 1 minute left to go. He's got enough time to run 4 more laps. 45 seconds on the clock. He's going to need to push it here. And he sticks the car sideways, rolls it over. He is out front. He has a pretty good gap back to Jeffrey. Oh, no. $15 seconds left to go. Barry going to get 2 more laps. He's going to have to push it here. He is not going to reset that top qualifying time. There is not enough on the clock to do it. We'll see if he goes by for another lap. It's going to be close.
Barry Sobel done.
Barry Sobel is done. Not going to get on that 13 laps. Jeffrey going to be done.
Jeffrey Miller done.
Sean Helvey is going to be done when he crosses. Sean Bowers going to be
Sean
done.
Helvey done. Sean Bowers done.
Everyone will be done when they cross the line. There's Mike and
Mike
Tony.
Otto done. Dusty Tomes done.
William
Beaker done.
I'm still looking for Andrew and Tony. There's Tony. Andrew
Tony
is
Ford
broke.
done.
That's a race. Race is over.
The race is completed.
Stop doing it.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Track is not open yet. Let my marshals get to their spots.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Put your cars down and make your way back out to the track.
– 30 seconds to the start of the race. Nathan Brock. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Dunbar, less than 5.
All right, track is open.
James Knight. Chase Rogers. Paul
Thank
Hamilton.
you, Marshals, for getting
Jason
back out here
Kessinger.
quickly. I appreciate that.
Troy Jackson. Jared Miranda.
Watch the double triple. Watch the double triple. Roll it. Roll it. It's clear.
Avon Dorch. Brian Dorch.
All right, we're going to get this one ready to roll. Go ahead and line them up at the front. Line them up at the front. Okay, expert driver is going to be rolling off first. That is Brian Dunbar and Paul Hamilton. Go out to the front. So, running order. Brian, Paul, Dorch, James, Avon, Chase, Jason, Troy, Nathan, Jared. All right, Brian Dunbar, less than 5. Paul, Brian, James, Avon, Chase, Jason, Troy, Nathan, Jared. All right, 30 seconds into this one. Our leader getting his first lap down. Looks like Brian Dorch with a big mistake on his first lap. Going to be getting in the backside of Avon there. Going to cost him that corner. So now out front we have Jared Miranda. He is on a TQ pace. Top qualifying pace was set by Brian Dorch. 14.5.19. Jared right now on a 14.5.11. We have a big gaggle of cars working the water pole. Jared trying to get through. Jared is the all-white. White wheels give him plenty of room. He's on a TQ pace. All-white. White wheels. TLR car. Working the left side now. Now down the front stretch he goes. Over the single. Crossing the line. That is your leader. Oh, clips the pipe. Popped a ball cup. He's out of this one. Body on the track. Body on the track. That's going to move James Knight up front. Every single racer moving up one position. So Chase now to the point. James Knight in the 2. Dorch in the 3. Jason in the 5. Troy 6. Nathan 7. And Avon in the 8.
3 minutes left.
Brian Dorch now to the point. He is not on his TQ pace. It does not take much to get up in there. TQ pace is about 2 seconds out of reach for Brian Dorch. He's on a 13.5 flat. His TQ is about 14.5.19. As of right now, taking a look at the expert class, halfway down, halfway left to go. That's 2:20 left. Brian Dunbar out front in the expert class, 14.5 flat. Fast lap 20.8 out of him. Crossing the line there, that is Dunbar in the orange and yellow flames, yellow wheels. Working the center sweeper 180s. Over the double single in the mod car. That's where the hot laps are coming from. 1:45 left to go. In the independent class, we have Brian Dortch out front, James Knight in the 2, and Chase Rogers in the 3. Brian Dortch just off of his TQ time. He's at a 5:20. And about half a second, he will be on that TQ pace. He is the all teal, white wheels. Doing the 180s right now. Double single in the center. He is out front with 1:15 left on the clock. One minute left to go. There's 4 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Brian Dortch out front. He has 8 seconds over James Knight. Brian Dortch just then breaching his TQ pace. He's on a 5:18. He's got 2/10 to the good of his old TQ pace. That time by 21.9 for him. Gonna be dropping it even more. 5:17 now. Gonna beat his top qualifier by 2 seconds. James Knight in that 2 spot. Looking to be his best run of the day. 13.505 for him. He's 10 seconds behind Dortch. So 1, 2, and 3 all on the same lap. 5 seconds left. Here comes the bell. Brian Dortch going to be good for 1 more lap. James Knight going to be done on this lap. Chase Rogers going to be done when he crosses. Avon going to be done when he crosses.
Paul Hamilton done. James Knight done. Brian Dunbar done.
Dunbar, Paul,
Chase
James,
Rogers done.
All of them are done.
Avon Dortch
Chase,
done.
Avon,
Brian Dortch done. Nathan Brock done.
Jason and
Jason
Nathan
Kessinger
are done.
done.
Looking for Troy Jackson, and the race will be over.
Troy Jackson done.
That is a race.
All drivers are finished.
Brian Dortch going to reset his top qualifier. He ran a 5:16. Chase going to be in the 2, or James going to be in the 2. Chase in the 3.
Duke Marksberry. One minute to the start of the race.
Marshall's back out to the track.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I need
William
3 more
Biekert.
Marshals. 3
Avon
more.
Dortch.
I need 1 up here
30
by
seconds
me.
to the start of the race.
Another in the center. And 1 on the back stretch would be good.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
You guys should not be walking back to the pits. I don't want to see you guys walking back to the pits if you're in the next race. Or if you're not in the next race.
Less than 5.
I think we should be good on Marshals. Your track is open.
Jared Miranda. Andrew Sarator. Zach Donovan. John Ford. Nathan Brock.
All right, no more laps. No more laps. Park the cars at the front. Park the cars on the front. So we have Zach Donathan out front. Go ahead and move to the front. Everyone ready? We have an issue. Can you get it fixed quick, Nathan? Jason, are you flipping me off or giving me a thumbs up? You flipping me off or giving me a thumbs up? Okay. Hello to you. All right. Everybody move to the back of the line. Zach Donathan, go ahead and scoot up a little bit. All right, we're going to get this one going. Who's that out front? Who's that on the top? Avon Dortch, move to the back. All right, Zach, you're going to be out front. Avon in the 2, Duke 3, John 4, Andrew 5, William in the 6, Jared 7, Nathan 8. All right, Zach Donathan, less than 5. Whoa. Duke, what are you doing? Avon, John, Andrew, William, Jared, Nathan. All right, everyone throwing down their first laps. We have Zach Donathan in the mod wheeler class. He is running a 15.5.17. All right, to the independent class. They are trying to beat Avon Dortch's TQ of a 15 or a 14.5.17. And Andrew in that number
left.
1 spot. Oh, had a big mistake on that last lap. Gonna fall down to the 2 spot. John Ford out front, 14.5.23. Andrew in that 2 spot, 13.5.20. Duke, 12 and a 5.14. So everyone pretty spread out right now. Oh, John with a quick lap. Andrew moving up a little bit, 1/10 behind the leader now. John Ford out front. Andrew, 1/10 of a second behind him. Avon Dortch in the 3. We are 1:45 down, 2:15 or 3:15 left to go. Your leader crossing the line there. Had a rough lap, 26 seconds from John, moving down to the 3 spot. Avon Dortch bumping up into the 2. Andrew into the 1. So Andrew, the all-orange yellow wheels, working the left side of the track now. Going down the front, full throttle for these guys. Crossing the line. Right behind him, going to be the number 2 car, 7/10 of a second behind him. Now getting in front of him. John Ford, the number 3 car, right behind Andrew. Looks like Andrew had another little mistake, going to fall back. So now we have Avon Dortch to the point. John Ford in that 2 spot. $2:45 down and 2:15 left to go. Your leader, Avon Dortch, on a 13.509. Doesn't look like anyone's going to reset the top qualifier today. Avon Dortch has it, 14.517. Right now, he's on a 13.509. He's about 8 seconds off of his qualifying best. $1:45 left on the clock. Avon, all white, splatter paint, white wheels, crossing the line there. Right in front of him is going to be Duke Marksberry. He's in the 5 spot. 1:15 left on the clock. Your leader, 13.508. John Ford, 1.2 seconds behind him. These guys are on a 13.508 and a 13.509.
1 minute left.
The way it's sitting, no one looking to do better. Everyone is behind on their best. 45 seconds left to go. The way it's sitting for this lineup, Avon Dortch is going to be your top qualifier. Jared in the 2, Andrew in the 3. So John Ford right now on a 13.508. He has 30 more seconds to try to drop about 3 seconds. If he drops about 3 seconds, he will be moving up in the lineup. John Ford up into the 2 spot, dropping Andrew. He's in a 13.507. Needs to find a couple more tenths. Gonna have to push it here. He has time for one more lap. He's at a 5:06. This one has to be a heater. Avon Dortch, when he crosses, he will be done.
Avon Dortch done.
Avon is done.
John Ford done.
Ford is done. He did not get it. Andrew, you
Andrew
are done.
Sarator done.
Duke, you are done. Looking for
Duke
William.
Marksberry done.
When William crosses the line, the race will be over.
William Beeker done.
All right, that's a race.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Contacts. All right, it is 2:05. We're going to have a lunch break here. Racing will get going at 2:45. You have 40 minutes to go get lunch. Racing will get going at 2:45. All right, race number 1 to the track. 21.5 Indy Buggy. Jeffrey, Barry, Sean, Mike, Dusty, William, Sean, Tony, Andrew. Out to the track.
Barry Sobel. Jeffrey Miller. Sean Bowers.
Okay. I know, I've been trying to. I know there's multiple Seans and multiple
Sean Helvey.
Bryans. I need my marshals from the 13.5 class out here. Drivers, do not
Dusty
take the track
Tomes.
yet. I need my 13.5 racers out here. Looking for Avon, Jared, Andrew. Andrew's out there. John, Duke, Nathan.
Andrew Fath Bruckner.
Nathan's up there.
William Beekert.
Okay. Avon, Jared, John, Duke. That's who I'm looking for. If I called your name, make your way out to the track. Avon, Jared, John, or Duke. John Ford, can you make your way out to the track, please? All right, you guys are free to take laps. Go ahead and start taking laps.
Mike Otto.
Over
Tony
here,
Ford.
buddy. Over here. I'll call you out. Hey, you want to call next one? The practice laps. All right, pull them around to the front. No more laps. All right, yeah, if you don't mind. I kind of want to put the. All right, let's line them up. Jeff out front, Barry in the 2, Helvey in the 3, Mike in the 4, Dusty in the 5, William in the 6, Bowers in the 7, Tony on the 8, Andrew on the 9. Yeah, for the first lap, be ready to catch cars. All right, race number 1, 8-minute run. 12.5 Indy, starting off with Jeffrey, less than 5. Sean, go ahead and route yourself back. Less than 5. That's good. I'm not seeing a lot of contact. I love it. So we got Jeff and Barry getting away clean. Oh, just as I say it, Barry lands on the pipe. Dusty had the opportunity. Makes a mistake as well. Our leader tumbling out. Every single racer making a mistake. Except our leader, Jeffrey, way out front. Massive gap. Barry Sobel no longer in that 2 spot. I believe he is down towards the 5 or 6. So we have Jeff out front. Dusty way up in that 2 spot from the 5. Mike Odo from the 4 up into the 3. And William from the 6 up into the 4. So that's our close racing. Closest race on the track is going to be for that number 2 spot. That's between Dusty and Mike. Watching the 180s. Watch the 180s. Second 180. We got the first 180. That was one of the top 4 leaders. Barry Sobel from the 2 all the way down to the 9, or from the 8. So 130 down, 630 left to go. We have Jeff out front. He is working the front stretch now. He is starting to come up on his first bit of lap traffic. He's got Helvey in front of him and Bowers in front of him. Bowers crashing out. Let him by. Thank you. Helvey, you're up next. Oh, Jeff went for the triple, came up short.
6 minutes left.
There you go. Good marshaling out of these guys. Jeff with a couple slow laps back to back. 25 followed by a 26. Oh, we have a crash car in the skip jumps. That was Jared. Or not Jared. That was Andrew. 230 down, 530 left to go. Jeff out front on 28-15. Mike about 7 seconds behind him. Your leader, Jeffrey Miller, working the ski jumps. Working the left side jumps now. Coming on to the front stretch. Right in front of him is going to be Sean Helvey. Sean Helvey, he is fighting for that number 6 spot. He's in the 7.
5 minutes left.
3 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. Your leader getting by clean. Oh, he's going to go wide and let the lap car take it back. So Jeff with a 10-second lead, having a little bit of fun out here. Mike Odo in the 2. 10 seconds behind him. He's working the left side now, coming onto the front stretch. Over the little skip, crossing the line there. That's your number 2 car, Mike Odo. In the purple, orange, and green yellow wheels. Center sweeper through the 180s and over the triple single. That is your number 2 car. Barry Sobel had a rough start. Just had another 28-second lap. He's worked his way back up into the 3. 4 minutes left to go. He's 9 seconds behind Mike Odo, but he is the fastest car on the track.
4 minutes left.
We'll see what he can do. His hot lap is a 23.7. Jeff getting it there, 23.7 out of him. Broken car on the track. That is Tony Ford. He's out of this one. In the 7, down to the 9. 430 down, 330 left to go. Jeffrey working to lap the number 3 car. Mike Odo trying to pull away from Barry. He's trying to keep it clean out here. There he goes down the front stretch. He has 7 seconds back to Barry. So with 3 minutes left to go. Barry, the fastest car on the track right now. Gonna be trying to put a clinic on this guy. 6.5 seconds off
3
now.
3 minutes left.
Now, looks like the battle for the podium has locked up. Dusty Tomes he's in the 4th spot, about 11 seconds off of that podium. Barry holding down the 3. He's 5 seconds behind Mike. Getting lucky out here. Barry absolutely pushing it. Two minutes left to go. That time by 23.6 out of Barry. Jeffrey with a 23.3. Fast lap of the race.
2 minutes left.
So Jeffrey in the 1, Mike Odo in the 2, and Barry Sobel in the 3. The battle for the 2 spot is heating up. We have blue and green, red, yellow wheels. That's Mike Odo trying to hold off Barry. Oh, Barry going to chassis slap and roll it over. It was 1.2. This time by should be around 3.5. 1.6 behind him. Absolutely caught him there. Mike with a slow lap, 25.2. Oh, caution. Right after the triple single, nosed it. Quick Marshall there. 7 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Mike Odo, lots of room. He had a mistake himself. Barry not so far out of it. One more little bobble by Mike, and Barry will be up on top of him. All right, guys, give the orange and white. Yellow wheels, plenty of room. Jeff, that is the battle for a podium spot right behind you. So if he comes up on you, give him room, please. 30 seconds left on the clock. Mike getting a little squirrely. Barry dodging cars. There goes Mike. Tumbled it. Barry to the inside. They got 2 more laps to go. 2 more laps. Mike Odo with a mistake again. Going over the double-double. Double-double for Mike. Triple single for Barry. They're going to go 1 more lap. We have a crash car in the center of the track. Our leader on a victory lap.
Sean Helby done.
He is on an entire lap of his own. The number 2 car, that's
Sean
Barry
Bowers
Sobel
done.
working the left
William
side.
Beaker
Now
done.
to the front.
Dusty Tomes
Crossing
done.
the line is
Andrew
Barry.
Bruckner done.
And that 2
Barry
spot,
Sobel
Mike
done.
Odo for the 3. That is a race.
Mike Odo done.
Race is over.
Jeffrey Miller done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Troy Jackson.
Check them in, check them in, check them in. Let's go. Marshall's ready. Drivers, get them going.
Jason Kessinger, James Knight, Jared Miranda, Nathan Brock, Avon Dorch.
2 laps and shut it down, guys. 2 laps, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down.
Chase Rogers, Paul Hamilton, Brian Dorch,
Talon, cross the line one more time real quick. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. Brian Dorch on the 1, James Knight on the 2, Avon on the 3, Chase Rogers on the 4, Troy Jackson on the 5,
Talon Henley,
Kessinger on the 6, Brock on the 7, then it's Paul Hamilton. You'll be on the Jared Miranda on next, and then Paul and Talon in the back. 8 minutes. Guys, you're going to hear your name called when you cross the line. No big deal. Just keep racing because I had to reset everything. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. 8 minute A main. Oh, wait a minute. We got a car stuck on the pipe. All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's have a nice clean start. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. Less than 5. All right. A little raggedy, not too bad. Top 4 as they run. Going over the triple single now. Race number 3, 13.5 Indy. You're up next. Early on, Brian Dorch, your leader in that kind of metallic green, white wheels X-ray going down straightaway now. Looks like James Knight right behind him. Talon Henley up to 3rd in that blue and yellow. And then you got Avon and you got Chase Rogers battling for that. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Oh, it was Talon. Rolled it over. 1 down, 7 to go. Leader at the line now, Brian Dorch, James Knight 1 second back. Then you got 2 back to Avon, Chase Rogers, Jared Miranda. Jared in that white buggy, white wheels. He's closing in on that battle between Avon and Chase as they go double single, working the left-hand side of the track now. Looks like Avon and Chase Rogers. Chase pulled on the brakes to not cause a wreck. Did a good job there. All the while, Brian Dorch now starting to stretch out his lead just a little bit. Brian at the line there. And then you got 3 seconds back to James. And then you got
6
that
minutes
battle
left.
coming off the hill now. Avon Dortch, Chase Rogers, Jared Miranda going through the S switchback now. Talon Henley in the between them. Avon gets it wrong off the step up, step down. Move Chase Rogers up into third. Jared right behind him now. Best battle on the track for third place as they go through the switchback now. Your leader going step on, step off. He's on the front stretch now. Second place, Yellow Buggy, Yellow Wheels on the straightaway now. James Knight. Leader Brian Dortch down the straightaway now
5
at
minutes
the
left.
line there. 17.5 Indy. Dortch with a pretty good size lead. James at the line now. 4.4, the interval between first and second. And then you get back to about 4 seconds. Jared now got around Chase. Avon trying to catch back up with Chase. Then you got Troy Jackson, Jason Kessinger, Nathan Brock, Paul Hamilton, and Talon Henley in 17.5 expert. Talon just ran fast lap of the race with a 21.6. All the while, your leader at the line now. Once again, it's kind of a metallic blue, silver, silver, metallic, white wheels X-ray going through the switchback now. Thank you very much for giving him room. He's going triple single. Second place.
4 minutes left.
Yellow Buggy with a little bit of a color on it. Yellow wheels. He's going triple single now. Then Jared Miranda, white buggy, white wheels, not that far behind James Knight as they both work the left-hand side of the track. Chase Rogers, Avon Dortch, not that far behind as well. So good battle shaping up. Second, third, fourth, and fifth, all really within about a second and a half of each other. Jared Miranda closing the gap on James Knight fast. Jared had rough qualifiers all day today, hoping for a clean A main. Him and I had a pep talk a little bit earlier. Jared starting in the very, very back, now starting to reel into podium group. James Knight keeping it clean, working that left-hand side. Your leader on the elevation now.
3 minutes left.
Jumping back towards me. Two minutes and 45 seconds to go. Brian Dortch, James Knight, Jared Miranda, Chase Rogers, Avon Dortch, Troy Jackson, Kessinger, and Brock. And our expert Henley and Hamilton. Battle there for second place. I'm watching. Maybe, let's see. No, that's Chase Miranda. Fell back, so Chase Rogers, Yellow Buggy, White Wheels going triple single. Got Miranda right behind him. Best battle on the track. We're going to keep an eye on that. That's the battle for the final podium spot as they make their way down the straightaway. There'll be 2 minutes left. Rogers and Miranda. Ooh, Miranda throwing it in there deep on the elevation.
2 minutes
Brian
left.
Dortch, you have about 6 seconds over James Knight. James Knight, you got about 5 over that battle for not now. James Knight looked like he got it wrong. So third place rose it. Moved Miranda up into third. James at the line now in second. Miranda waited. I guess it was a bump and run, so Miranda did the right thing. All the while, that brings Avon Dortch into the game. So Chase, Avon, and Jared. 1:30 left on the clock. Chase, Avon, Jared, triple single for all 3 drivers. Step on, step off. We're watching James Knight. You're at the line there. 10 seconds behind Brian. You got about 3 seconds in front of Chase. So Yellow Buggy in the switchback now. That's second place. Yellow Buggy in the switchback now. That's third, followed by fourth and fifth. 1 minute to
1
go.
minute left.
10-second lead for Brian Dortch. So we're watching that battle for third, fourth, fifth. Oh, looked like Jared may have tapped out there. Chase Rogers solidly in third place. Avon Dortch trying to reel him in. Talon Henley sandwiched in between them. Oh, Avon hits pipe. Going to move Miranda around Avon. Got 35 seconds on the clock. Looks like Avon's tapping out. So your leader, 12 seconds, Brian Dortch. He is working the straightaway now. A little sketchy. Brian at the line there. 12 seconds ahead of James Knight. James, I don't know. The cars flying everywhere. So now yellow buggy, one with yellow wheels, one with white wheels. They're stepping on, stepping off. That is the battle. 4-second spot with 5 seconds to go. This will be their last lap. James Knight trying to hold him off. Chase Rogers trying to reel him in through the switchback. That is the clock. Cross the line. You are done.
Troy Jackson done.
Oh, Rick right in front of James. Chase does a good job of avoiding it. Looks like James is going to get to the line for that second spot. Chase Rogers in third.
Chase Rogers done. Paul Hamilton done. Jared Miranda
done. That's a race.
Jason Kessinger done.
Going to be Brian, James, and Chase, your top three.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. William Biekert. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Avon Dortch. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. John Ford. Andrew Sarator.
Final race of the night. If you were in that last one, make sure you're back out here too. Marshall, there were lots of racers. We are... Go ahead and get the cars checked in, guys. Go ahead and get them checked.
Jared Miranda. Duke Marksberry.
All right, we should be covered on Marshalls. We should be covered. All right, stop them at the front. Stop them at the front. Zach Donathan, oh wait, never mind. There we go. Forgot.
Zach Donathan.
Hey Zach, cross the line for me. All right, perfect. Let's get him lined up. Zach, you're going to be out front. Or would you rather start in the back and let the other guys race? Zach. All right. Avon, you're going to be in that 2 spot. Jared in the 3. Andrew in the 4. John 5. Duke 6. Nathan 7. William 8. Hey, Brian Dortch. Can you move to that center bucket for me? Can you move to that center bucket for me? All right. Zach Donathan, you are leading them off in less than 5. Less than 5. Oh my. Oh, our 1, 2, and 3 all switching up. Zach falling back to the 2. Avon getting back out front. Jared and John both switching up. Duke going to be moving from that 5 spot up into the 2. Zach showing the power. Going to jump right over Avon. All right, 1 minute down. 6 or 7 left to go. Your leader working the triple now. Zach almost landing on top of him. $1:15 down, 6:45 left to go. Your closest race on the track. That is for Jared and John. They are 0.2 of a second apart. So Jared out front. He is in the 3rd spot. John in the 4. Both of them white bodies. John gonna nose it. William not too far away. William about 1 second off of John. Ford just ran his hot lap. So Zach Donathan out here, 21.4. Avon, he is in the 1 spot for the Indy class. Working the
6 minutes left.
Center doubles now. To the center sweeper and 180s. Over the triple single. In that 2 spot is going to be Duke Marksberry, about 2.5 seconds off. Watch the run up on the back. The water pole jump is clear. 2:30 down, 5:30 left to go. Avon in that 1 spot. Duke holding down the 2, and Jared in the 3. Duke and Jared, the battle for the 2 spot. 7 seconds apart. Now 8.5 seconds. Another mistake out of Jared. It is separating. Duke's body is off the car. He's pulling off the track. That's a spot for Jared. Jared's moving up. So Jared and John going up a position. John now up into the 3. 3 minutes down, 5 left to go. Avon working the center sweeper, 180s now. Over the big triple in the center. Double skip jumps. And coming onto the front stretch, that is your leader, 21.806. He's got 11 seconds over Jared now. Jared's going to have to push. So Avon is in the 180s. Jared crossing the line now. It was 10.8. Now it's 9.9. So Jared able to knock about a second off that time. He's going to have to really push it. Put that car to its limits. 4 minutes left to go. We are 4 in, 4 left.
4 minutes left.
Jared knocking a 10th off. Avon with the 22.7. Jared 22.6. They got 4 minutes left to play. John Ford in the 3 spot. Nathan in the 4, and William in the 5. So there is no close racing right now. Everybody almost on their own lap. Avon, 10-second lead. Jared with a 9-second gap over John. Jared working the skip jumps now on the left side of the track. Jumping onto the front. Crossing the line there, that's your number 2 car. He's now 9.7. He gave up a 10th that time. He's going to need to find some more time. A little bobble out of Avon. He's going to find his wheels, luckily.
3 minutes left.
Avon, little sweepers. Jared making up lots of time. Avon with a slow lap. Jared, 8.4 seconds now. He's gained about 1.5 seconds in the last minute. Watch the right side jump up. Only collected 1 car. So Avon looking to lap John Ford. Jared, 7.5. Jared just threw down his fast lap, 22.5. Avon Dortch with a fast lap of the race, 22.508. Jared, 22.535. Avon with another little bobble, 5.1 seconds apart. 2 minutes left to go. Plenty of time in this one. Avon crossing the line there. Jared crossing the line here. 22.4. Knocked it off another 0.5 second. John, give Jared plenty of room. Thank you very much. Jared is on a push. 1:30 left to go. 4.7 seconds separating these 2 racers. Jared is pushing it. Oh, and he catches a rut and rolls it over. Finds his wheels. Probably loses 0.5 second, maybe more. He had the gap down to 4.3 before he crashed. 1 minute left to go. Probably going to be a little more than 5.
1 minute left.
55 seconds left on the clock. 6.6 seconds. Jared is losing sight of Avon. Avon is trying to pull it back a little bit. Avon in the all-white, white wheels, color bomb. Splatter paint, crossing the line there. Jared, 5.8 seconds behind him, crossing the line there. 22.5 again. That seems to be his happy lap. Had another little bobble there. John Ford trying to get that lap back on him. Final 15 seconds. Avon's going to get 2 more laps. Oh, 1 more lap now. Jared's going to get 1 more lap. They will be done the next time by. Here comes the bell. Zach, you're done.
Zach Donovan done.
Avon Dortch working his final 2 corners down the front, and he is tonight's
Avon Dortch
winner.
done.
Jared
Miranda
and
done.
John
Ford done.
That is a race.
All
Race
drivers
is
have finished.
over.
The race is completed.
That concludes tonight's racing. Zach going to take the Mondwheeler race. Avon Dortch going to win the 13.5 Indy.